Good evening and welcome back to David C's production. We're live tonight at the Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre in Harbour Grace. And we're Tuesday night. We saw an exciting game between the Growlers and your hometown Tripen Osprey. Won in a shootout by the Osprey. They were up 3-1 at one point, and full credit to Growlers come back, but a big goal scored by Dawson to give them the win in a shootout. Very exciting game going to be here tonight. We have your Tripen Osprey in the white, and they have number 3 is Dawson Johnson. Number 4 is Jacob Kennedy. Number 6, Jonathan Rourke. Russell Monk wears 7. Jackson Barrett wears 9. Evan Russell wears 12. Alex Crane wears 14. Rylan O'Keefe is 17. Adam Dawson, the big goal scorer in overtime in the shootout the other night, wears 18. Ethan King is 19. Jarrett Rideout, the Clareville native, is 22. Ryder Lewis wears 27. Robert Corbett wears 66. Jesse Harris, 71. Riken Young is 72. Big physical player for your Osprey. Expect to see a lot from him tonight. Nathan Nolan is 77. Ian Drover, 83. Nick Crosby, the team captain, wears 91. Adam Crane wears 31. And Scott Kirby wears number 1. They're coached, great coaching staff with Mr. Russell. They have David Kennedy. And just good, well coached, learning each game. And for the visitors in the dark jerseys tonight, we have wearing number 1, Logan Colburn. 34 is Adam Hedges. Number 2 is Joseph Party. Brady War wears number 4. Number 7 is Aidan Locke. Number 8 is Zach Russell. Assistant captain is Joey Green. He wears number 9. Alex Kellaway wears 10. Russell Pinkston is 11. Luke Kosh wears 12. Adam Pinston, the team captain, he wears number 14. Grayson Party is number 15. Michael Canning was 18. Noah Harnett wears number 19. Jaden Hanrahan wears number 22. James Strickland is 23. Tyrell Mahoney is assistant captain wearing 26. Carter Lambert wears 27. Ian Wall, another assistant, wears 94. Ethan Sims wears number 95, assistant captain. The head coach, Brian Casey, and he's certainly no stranger to hockey in this province, and he's well coached by Brian. He's a former pro, played 10 years in Europe. He played with the Cats and senior and coached him also, I believe. Him and his brother Glenn run a great program out in Central, the Run Impact Hockey in Central, private operation. He's brought a lot back from his experience. His assistant coach is Brian Tremlett. The trainer is Scott Klein. The manager is John Klein. And we're back. We're early. David Sims production. Don Coombs. Tripen looks to put some pressure on the Impact right now. Dawson, the goal scorer on the forecheck. Long cross-ice pass over the wing going down. That's number 95. Sims. Opportunity right there for the Impact. They put some pressure on your Osprey early. It's a 3-game weekend. They play again tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, here at the Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. And a travel day, but they get a game in 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. So if you're in the area, you're not watching on TV, come and see this AAA midget hockey. It's the best hockey in the province, Newfoundland and Labrador. And we have a goal scored right away by the Impact. 18-15. They're going to first period of play, and the Impact take a 1-0 lead. Well, they serve. Team's feeling itself out. Impact on top of the play right now. Nice move by the Impact player. Crosby out to take the draw. He's going to take the draw. Windsor gives it up to Crane. This is the top line for your Tripen Osprey. Make a little change. Coaching staff. Todd Russell do tonight. He's got Rideout out with Crosby and Crane. Tripen at the point, just continue to move it in. A shuttle on the boards by Rideout. Keeper for the Impact comes out to play it. That's Colburn. Impact again, start up the left side. Working it down the Osprey zone. Got the man going, takes a shot. Save there. Impact with the pressure on now in his first period of play. They lead 1-0. This is our first look at the impact this year on TV, and as we said, well coached. Crosby looks to shoot it in. He'll go for the line change. In on the forecheck is right out. Impact, look to clear things out. Good move by the defenseman. Up and off the boards, looking for the man in the central ice area. Shot back by Monk. Monk clears it over to his defensive partner. Harris back looking for Monk in the central ice area is Russell. He's a speedster ahead to Dawson. Coach Russell doing some line juggling tonight. One thing about this AAA midget hockey, the best players in Newfoundland and Labrador are playing this league. It's a development league also, and each year players, as they age out, go to play juniors, lock it away to the mainland, and certainly well coached, the best hockey players. You'll find it fast, it's very offensive, and could be a lot of goals scored in a hurry. Here's Monk, defenseman for your Tripen Osprey, also a member of Team Canada, ball hockey team that will play in the Czech Republic next year, wearing the big maple leaf. Here's Party on the forecheck, able to get to it, shot back by your Osprey, and we've got a face-off call. We've played 3 minutes and 52 seconds of period one. The score, if you're joining us late, the Central Impact 1 and your Tripen Osprey no score. Face off to the right of Osprey keeper. There's Strickland at the point. Cross-ice pass to Captain Green. Green unable to clear it out. Here come the Osprey looking to keep it in. Bumped off the play, kept it at the line. Again, Barrett in on the attack. Again, Johnson steps up to the plate. Looking for the man in front. Good move by the defenseman, picked up the loose puck, was picked up in the center ice area. Osprey looked to put it in. Vardy with a good play, across to his defenseman, off the linesman, picked up there. Line change coming up for the impact. And here they break away right now. It's Kellaway. He's in on the wing, looking for a man in front. Vardy peels back in the center ice area, and here come your Osprey. Shot in by Crosby, easily handled by the keeper Colburn. He'll hold it for a face-off. 4 minutes and 57 seconds gone in period one. The score, if you're joining us late, 1-0 for the Central Impact. Going to have some guests coming on in our broadcast tonight. A little later, we'll talk some hockey provincially. We'll talk about minor hockey and the AAA hockey. So nice to see some people come by and say hi and talk about their experiences in hockey also. Osprey looking to put some pressure on the Impact right now. Loose puck is picked up by Crane. He takes a long shot. He's an offensive player, but knows the defensive responsibility quite well. Crosby looks for the man in front. Nobody there. Crane picks up the loose puck, just shoots it back in. Shot is wide. Crosby again, first one to the puck, and out come the Impact. But again, loose puck picked up by Harris. Looks to put it back in, and on the forecheck is going to be Rideout. Rideout shows some big hustle. Cleared out of harm's way that time. Again, some pressure put on by the Tripen Osprey and outbreak the Impact. That's Sims, shoots it in and looking for the loose puck. Sims with the puck, he's got Harnett in front. Looks clear through the Harnett, loose puck. Cleared out of harm's way by your Osprey. Vardy shoots it back in. Line change coming up for your Impact. Long lead pass picked up by the defenseman. Big save by the keeper. Big save. Golden opportunity on the turnover that time for the Central Impact. Here's your team captain. Again, Central Impact shows some hustle. Out comes Crane. He's in on the off wing. We know he's got a great shot. He shoots. Big save by the keeper, Colburn. Colburn has been strong when challenged. Man in front. Bumped off the puck. Good defensive roll by your Central Impact. Back to the line. Monk takes the shot. Deflected wide into the corner. Vardy first one to the puck. Looks to clear it up. Just settled down by the impact. Shot all the way down. We're going to have an icing call with 13:10 left to go in period number 1. The score, if you're joining us late, 1-0 for the Central Impact over your Tripen Osprey. Again, back here again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock at Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. At 8 o'clock start, and Sunday morning, the Impact got to travel back to Central. It's a 10 morning start. Here come the Impact. They're showing us some speed here right now. Canning in on the forecheck. Out breaks Young. He's got Dawson with him. Dawson in, got Young on the wing. Dawson with a nice little move, looking for the man in front. He's got Russell, unable to get it through. Russell shows some hustle. Impact pick up the loose puck. They just look to clear it out. Russell again picks it up in the corner. He's been watched by the Impact defenseman. And the Impact pick it up, but unable to control it. They get another opportunity with Canning passing it back to his defensive partner. In walks Corbett. He finds some room, takes the shot. Big defenseman, big save again by Colburn. He's been strong so far in his first period of play. Corbett again, cross ice pass. Looking for the man down the wing. He bumps it in. Young trying to use his strength. He has got Barrett and Johnson out there. There's Barrett looking for some support. And Colburn will hold it for a face-off with 11:55 left to go in period number 1. Don Coombs, David Sims. Broadcasting live from the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. Face off to the right of goaltender Colburn. He's had a strong first period of play. Kept in at the line by Lewis. Lewis in the corner to Barrett. He's unable to control it. Impact with an opportunity. Good bump by the Impact defenseman. Outbreak the Impact right now, but they lose control. Nice little play by your Osprey player. He's one of the development players for your Osprey. And on the off wing, shows some good strength and some good hustle. That's Grayson Purdy. And shot in, the keeper for your Tripen Osprey. He'll take no chances, and he'll hold it for a face-off. Adam Curry in the game tonight. Scott Kirby played the other night in the shootout victory, and Adam Kirby will get a chance here tonight to show his skill to the coaches and to the fans. Crosby to take the draw. He's up against Pinson, team captain for the Central Impact. Impact keep the puck in, some good hustle. Pinson goes to the front of the net looking for the loose puck. Curry just clears out of harm's way, and again comes Pinson, who takes the shot up and high over the glass, and we'll have a face-off with 11:03 left to go in period number 1. Team's fairly even right now. Some good saves by Colburn. He's been tested several times, made some good saves, and at the other end, Curry has done the same thing. Crosby to take the draw. He's up against Harnett. Impact pick up the loose puck, and out breaks Crane. He's got some skating room. He finds right out. Again, Crane with it. Shoots it in. Crosby first one to the puck, looking for the man in front. Nobody there. Opportunity for the Impact cleared out. Kept in at the line by Monk. And outbreak your Impact. Looking for the man through the center. And here come the Impact. Good rush coming on there. That was Mulrooney. Here was the big A, and back comes Crane again. He's got Crosby with him. Crane is in the corner. Another save by Mulrooney. Just puts it in the corner. And outbreak. No, picked up by Crosby. He looks for the man. Crane unable to get it through. Good play by your Impact to bring it back down the ice. Party at the point. Comes out. They have to clear the zone, but touch. And if play will come outside the blue line. We've got 10:03 left to go, almost halfway through this first period of play. Don Coombs, a David Sims production, and we'll be joined a little later in the broadcast by some players you'll know, and some players from the Tripen Osprey in their familiar white jerseys. Osprey will be traveling again to Peterborough for a big tournament January the 18th. They came back from the one in Sudbury where they had a good record, got to play in front of some scouts and everything. And as I said, this is a development league for the best hockey players, midget age, in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. Teams are well coached, well organized, and here it comes. Opportunity for Young. He shoots wide. And outbreak the impact. Blue steps up to the plate. Young had a golden opportunity that time, and Dawson's in on the forecheck. Outbreak your players. Zach Russell shoots it in. Teams battle along the boards. Kept in by the impact. And here comes Russell again. He's got Young with him. Russell finds some room. Forced into the corner. Out to Young. Tip wide. Nolan's back at the point. Lock with the puck. Giving these players time to make a line change. Shoots it back into center ice area. Over to Johnson. Johnson takes the bump. Back come the impact with Locke. Looking for the man through the center. Unable to get it through. Nolan along the boards up to Johnson. He clears into center ice area. Was picked up by the impact player. Finds Locke. Cross ice pass. Locke is in on the wing. He's got Harnan with him. Nice play. Kosh was in the right place that time. Just never got it through. Barrett back to Nolan. Nolan up on the wing. Picked up by the Osprey player. He shoots it back behind the net. Johnson comes in. He bumps with the player. Looks for the man behind the net. First one to it is the Osprey player. He's got Monk at the point. Picked up again by Barrett. Tends to shoot it back in the corner. Would Osprey get control? Cross ice pass to Barrett. He tries the shot. He's got Harris at the point. And the impact get an opportunity to clear it out right now. Some pressure put on by your Tripen Osprey. 7:54 left to go in this first period of play. And it's back to Harris. Head is up the whole way. Deflected up high and wide. Cleared out of Harm's way by the impact. Shot back in. Kellaway finds some skating room. Kellaway is in over the blue line. Tries a nice move. Kellaway takes the shot just low and wide. Impact on the line change. Big save. Another big save by your Tripen Osprey player. Curious had a strong game. Along with Kellaway, 1-0 is the score. We're live at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre in Harbour Grace. This is AAA Newfoundland and Labrador hockey. The best midget hockey age players in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador play in this league. Congratulations to all the team management, team sponsors, and the big sponsor, of course, for your Tripen Osprey. We want to thank OK Tire at Brookside Service Station. And want to thank everybody. The Osprey had a big auction this week. We want to thank everybody for making bids and making it successful. And the rules for picking up your items and payments are all on the Tripen Osprey site. We want to thank everybody for making donations. Certainly when you're traveling across the island, as the impact are this weekend, is cost of buses, the cost of hotels and meals and everything else. So can't be done without community support. So for all of the sponsors that support Triple Midget A hockey in Newfoundland and Labrador, we thank you so, so much. Buck is in the corner, picked up by Party. He looks to make something happen. Is up. Crosby's in the corner. Crosby watched closely. Again, pressure put on by the impact. Crane tries a shot. Rebound picked up by Crosby. He scores off the rebound. Nicholas Crosby. Rebound off the shot by Crane. And we got a tie game with 6:26 left to go in this first period of play. It's been even so far, and the score right now is even up with 6:26 left to go. Crane broke down the wing, took the shot. He has a nice shot, as we all know, as we've seen it on David Sims' production before. Crosby pounced on the rebound to tie up 1-1. That's 2/3 of the big line for the coach and coaching staff. Andrew's over talking to his players, along with Coach Russell and David Kennedy. Everybody doing their part on this team to make it happen. Here's Strickland, defenseman, up to Sims. Sims cross ice pass. Impact look to make something happen, finding some skating room. There's Joey Green. Green moves in over the blue line, tries to move. Good defensive play by your Osprey defenseman. Back into center ice area again. Content to shoot it in and just shot back in again. Team's just content right now. We're down to 5:53 left to go in the first period of play. Good forecheck from your Impact. Loose puck is picked up by your Osprey team. Indy come on the left wing. Avoids a check, shoots in, but picked up. Rebound is there. Got a man in front. Tries a shot. Kept it at the line by Dawson. Dawson is a sniper for this Tripen Osprey team, as we're seeing. And as I said again, he got the big goal the other night in the shootout. And what an exciting game of hockey that was on a David Sims production. Face-off going to be the left of the goaltender. Colburn. Nolan looks to keep it in. Shoots it back in. Osprey have to clear the zone. And out come the Impact. Johnson bumps his man. In comes Canning. He's got Russell with him. Canning taking it out of the play. Been a relatively quiet game so far tonight. Impact are a fast skating team, as are your Osprey. Barrett in the corner. He's looking for Johnson. Johnson fans on it. Good play by Barrett, looking for the man in front. Again, Monk. Looking for the man. Bringing it down the wing. The Osprey player. Impact pick it up in their own zone. Just looking to set things up right now. Back behind his own net. Ian Wall gives it up in the center ice area. Impact go for a line change. Mulroney stays in on the forecheck, waiting for his support staff to come. Mulroney bumps along the boards, but Harris gets the loose puck through. Mulroney stays on. Fresh legs out for your Central Impact. Back to Mulroney, tries a long shot. Cleary deflects it into the corner. Harris, big defenseman, looking for the man up front. Tipped by Crosby all the way down, and we're going to have an icing call with 3:55 left to go in the first period of play. For joining us late, the score 1-1. Live on David Sims production at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. Don't forget, we're back here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And Sunday morning, where it's a travel day for the Impact, we're here at 10 o'clock. So it's 8 o'clock tonight, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and Sunday morning is 10 o'clock. Face-off going to be the left of goaltender Curry. One by the Impact. Fenceman gets it, shoots it back behind the net. Impact look to keep things in with Pinson. Teams battle along the boards, come up with possession. 3:40 left to go in this first period of play. Again, the Impact step up to keep it in. Here's a chance for Harris to clear it out. Gets it through the center to Rideout. Rideout tips it down. Icing is going to be called. Oh no, icing is waved off. Here comes Green. Looks to put it back into center ice area. Again, the Osprey content to play it off the boards with Corbett. Rideout almost picked up loose puck, and there's Corbett again in the center ice area. Green back behind his own net. Colburn leaves it for Green. They'll set things up right now. Crosby goes off for a change. Osprey passes it ahead. In comes Crane. Had a big assist on Crosby's goal here in his first period of play. Crane again, he's out with Dawson and Russell, a big offensive line. There's Corbett looking to get it through, looking for deflection in front, unable to get it there. Crane picks up the loose puck, gives it off to Russell. Got Dawson in front. Dawson behind the net, good control. Good save again by Colburn. Crane gives it off to Dawson. Russell battles for position in front. Again, back to Dawson, over to Crane. Dawson goes for the front net. And out breaks Sims. He'll just clear it out of harm's way and up and over the boards. 2:16 left to go in period one. The score, if you're joining us late, 1-1 in this first game of a best of three series at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. It's a development league. Coaches want to develop great players. They want to develop great young men. Some of these young players will get an opportunity to go to the Q and play some senior hockey and some college hockey, and that's what these coaches, Mr. Russell and Mr. Casey, are doing along with their support staff. Better players, better men. Here's Johnson. He's had a couple of opportunities here tonight. Where's the big number 3? Again, looks for the man in front and able to get it through. Rourke looks to step up to the plate, but Harris picks it up and shoots it back in. Impact in the center ice area. Finds Canning, but again, Harris finds some room to Rourke. Rourke in over blue line, tries a long shot. Johnson's off on a line change. 1:36 left to go in the first period of play. 1-1 is the score. There's Barrett at the line, looking for some support. Dawson with the puck. Barrett battles along the boards. Impact with an opportunity to clear it out. 1:20 left to go in the first period of play. Shot along the boards. Harris goes back. Defensive partner was on a change. There's Dawson. Battles along the boards while his teammates make a change. 1:02 left to go. First period of play. The score 1-1. And here comes the Impact. They got a chance with 46 seconds left. It's over to Party. Party gets in deep, looking for the man in front. Kellaway unable to get it back through. But keeping at the line by your defenseman for the Impact. Takes a shot low and wide. And again, the Impact pick up the rebound. Good save that by Curry. Vardy at the point, watching the play. Vardy looks to keep it in. Gains possession. We've got 20 seconds left to go in period 1 of this 1-1 game. Crosby in on the forecheck. Impact with an opportunity to clear it out. Up and high. Nolan is forced back into his own zone. Corbett takes a bad edge and falls, but comes back to make the play. And we've got 4 seconds left to go. And folks, that'll kill it off here. So after 1 period of play, the Tripen Osprey won and the visiting Central Impact won. A pretty even game. Teams that both had opportunities. Good, clean game. No penalties. Both coaches will talk to their players in between the first and second. Don Coombs, David Sims production, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second period of play. Good evening. Welcome back to start of period number 2. Don Coombs here with a David Sims production. Joined by a very special guest, no stranger to hockey in Newfoundland and Labrador, Matthew Toomey. Matthew's played senior, he's played minor, he's back in coaching. He got a special little guest here with him tonight. He had to get his fries before he come up, Matthew.
Without a play at the stadium chips.
Matthew, you've played a lot of hockey. You captained the CBs, you played with the Royals, you came back. This is the Development League. This is AAA hockey, the best players in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. How do you feel about the players? Are they impressing you out there tonight?
That I've been up to this year. We're trying to get out more. Luckily, my son's starting to get a little bit more himself, so it makes it a bit easier. But no, it's good hockey. It's fast. They're playing well. You can tell that the skill sets of these players. It seems like each year, the small little things. You can tell that there's a little more ice time, and they're working on their skill sets. And we're really enjoying it.
And you know what? It's a development league, but these are the best players. When you look at Brian Casey and his resume as a coach, he was over and played in Europe. He played with Grand Falls. I don't know if you played against him. He's giving back to the community out there. He's coaching this team. He runs a private hockey school. And the same with our coaches, Andrew Drover, Mr. Russell, the head coach, and David Kennedy, giving back. And these kids are good. They play hard. It's a lot of travel. It's a big commitment by the parents and the coaching staff and the sponsors. And it can't happen without all that, Matthew.
Yeah, no, it's right. It's a year-round game nowadays, right? I do know Brian a little bit actually. Coached against me when I was with the CBs way back when. I actually played with them 1 year up in the Allen Cup. He was their coach, and they picked me up as one of their pickups. So I know Brian and what he brings to the table as a coach. And when you get people like that involved, and obviously with, like you said, with Brad and Drover and Dave Kennedy as well. It's year round, and these guys are the best of the best, right? And what they're doing to help develop players to hopefully move on to another level. It's no small commitment.
Nope.
It's great to see. It's great to see people like that, and all the coaches involved with all the team. They're all hockey people. They've been around the game for many years. Played, and now basically now on the other side of the bench too, and it's good for the game. It's good for our province.
It's nice when you give back, and you're taught right. I can speak for the Osprey team. They just came back from Sudbury in a big tournament up in Sudbury. A lot of exposure to coaches, a lot of exposure to university people. Your Quebec Major League junior coaches were there. Some may go on to that, some may not. But now they're going away to Peterborough on January 18th. We were talking about Peterborough, that's where Corey Crocker that came here, former CB's alumni, played in Peterborough with the Peats, right? And they get the opportunity to play in front of crowds. And again, it's thanks to the sponsors and everything. But as some players out there, what I noticed in the first period, teams were even, Matthew, in that first period, but a lot of speed on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell that these kids they're on the ice a lot. There's a lot of really strong players. They know where each other are out here. Just like that little play that just happened there, Dan. I don't think you saw that very much. I don't know. I'll go back like 20 years ago. It's probably more of a meat and potatoes, dump and chase kind of a game. But you can tell these kids are practicing their puck handling skills and just moving the puck and getting to open areas. You can just tell that this is stuff that they're practicing on. Again, you talked about the private hockey. All that stuff. You're only going to get better. The more you're on the ice, the more you're working on those small little things. When you get time to work on that, it's going to improve, and it's showing out here for sure.
And if you're joining us late, or just joining, it's 17:30 left to go in the second period of play. The scores are Central Impact. They're in the dark jerseys. The visitors night 1, and a Tripen Osprey 1. And then it's Don Coombs, David Sims production, and joined by one of the hockey greats of Newfoundland and Labrador senior hockey, Matthew Toomey. And Matthew, I understand you're on ice with the kids too. I saw you up helping out at the Danny Cleary hockey camp, and you're out helping with the coaching and everything else. So you're giving something back to the community too.
I mentioned before, like the guys that are on the other side right now, and I guess I'm there too at a much lower level. My son is in U7. And I took the time. I went out and I helped out with when Danny came home and did his camp there. the younger age groups, and I mean I've been helped out on and off with the Danny Cleary Hockey School since his first year, and I got to say, I mean coaching is something that it was always something that I figured I'd get involved with even at a young age. It was just being, I don't know, a student of the game, perhaps you could say. And I'm much for now I'm at a much lower level, but it's great to be out there with those kids. I mean, it's all about fun at that age, fun and games, just developing, seeing them. Some back in September when we first got on the ice, some of them could barely get past the goal line, and now we're doing all sorts of different things. We're starting to learn to skate backwards, how to stop and stuff like that. So it's a really rewarding thing, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully being at it for quite a long time.
And Matthew, you went away early. You went to Yale, I believe, and played university hockey in the States, which had to be a great experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
And were successful down there.
Yeah. I had a goal in mind when I was younger. I wanted to go away and play, and playing university hockey in the States was something that the school and my education was always something that was important to me. I did well in school and I worked hard at it. And hockey was something again that I excelled in at a younger age. So decided when I was in 15 to move away for high school. I spent 3 years in Ontario, played some junior hockey there, and was very fortunate enough to be recruited by a few different NCAA teams, and Yale, of course, being one of them. And luckily just kind of followed through on that and went through the ringers of the application process to get in. It's not an easy school to get into, but it worked out in my favor, and I was able to spend four successful years down there, and definitely 4 years I'll never forget.
And it's a learning experience there. You learn from different coaches, different styles and everything else. But the Toomey name in this area is synonymous with senior hockey. Your dad was a tremendous hockey player. And what can we say about your grandfather?
Yeah.
He was one of the original CBs, I do believe, back in the 58, 59.
That's right, yeah.
I forget
Pop
the
was
year.
There in, I think he was on the 59 Herder winning team. So he was on the team, it was the Faulkners and Jim Penny and I'm blanking on a few. I used to know almost all the guys in the team from hearing all the stories, but my grandfather was involved with it back then, and and like you said, I think they had skates on me at a pretty young age. It was inevitable that hockey was going to be a part of my life, and like I said, hopefully it's a part of my son's life. He seemed to be enjoying it so far. I mean, he's only 5. Anything could happen, but it's just such a good opportunity. You can make so many relationships, and it builds you a lot of life skills. Being a team player, and it's just a great way to just to grow and become and as you become a young adult. Being a hockey player, because again, it's just the best.
I've learned from Chris Crosby, and Chris used to come on and do some interviews with us. We might see him again before the season's over. It's not only about developing hockey players; it's about developing young men.
Absolutely.
And if they can better themselves with these programs, that's very important, as you said. And we look at the young players here right now, and a lot of them will go on. A lot of them will play senior. A lot of them may get out of hockey, but they become better people because of all this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think back. You mentioned my grandfather also coached me. Dick Power. I just remember thinking back on him. Yes, he was a great hockey coach, but what he did for myself and other friends of mine, my teammates back then, in terms of just making us good people. Respect. Everything was about respect. It was all about treating your teachers well. And we all carry that with us. And whenever we do, we're all much older now with families of our own and people that live away. But whenever we do manage to kind of get together or end up in the same place, we of course reminisce and we talk about those days and those life skills that came with hockey. And again, just making us good. I like to good people with. That like to give back to our communities, and was always again respectful, whether it be to our teachers, or and you carry that, and then you pass that on to your kids as well. So there's a lot of good things that can come out of the game.
And Kerry knocks the net off this morning with 14:07 left to go. Don Cruz, Matthew Toomey. Matthew, too, the players are skilled. I know on our Tripen Osprey, we had 2 players, Mr. Monk and team captain Nick Crosby, playing on Team Canada's national ball hockey team going to the Czech Republic. The skills that they learn here, you don't get picked for Team Canada unless you got the full package deal. More than just a skill, and they've got it, I think, playing this leagues, and you know a lot of the young players are coming up because you're helping out. It's about that too. But neither one of those guys would have been picked for Team Canada if they never had the right attitude, the right training right through when you take it from ice hockey to ball hockey, whatever else they may play down the road.
Yep. Yeah, that's, you hear, like I mentioned before about hockey being, pretty around the calendar sport nowadays. But as a kid myself, I played every sport you could play. Baseball, basketball, ball hockey once it came up around. We mentioned Corey Crocker. Corey was our coach, him and Ian Moores. And I think that helps so much with your development. Again, talk about being not just a good hockey player, but just a good, well-rounded person. And I believe there's quotes out there by Wayne Gretzky that say, like, you shouldn't just play hockey year-round, you should play other sports. And how it's better for you. You could burn out if you're only playing hockey. So it's to see like guys like that making Team Canada, and it seems like almost every year there's there's people from around this area that are making Team Canada, and you're talking about the best of the best across not just the province now, you're talking about across the country, and it's pretty impressive that for people in our small province of much less population than what you see in other areas to make these big teams and to represent. There's nothing better than representing. It's always fun to represent your province, your community, but to represent your country, is a pretty special thing, and I'm sure an experience that those kids won't ever forget.
And just watching the game here, Rideout is a Clarenville native. These players come from the Tripen area, and they have players from Clarenville. They have players from the Boot. They have players from Whitburn, from Bay Roberts, from CBN, and they have players from outside the St. John's region that don't make the Growlers then. So it's the best of the best, and it's a great game of hockey we're seeing here now with 12:33 left to go in this second period of play. The score is still 1-1, but exciting hockey, and here comes one of the Team Canada players, Captain Crosby. He's in over the center ice area. He's got Crane and Rideout with him. Some line changes made tonight. The coach for the Tripen Osprey juggling the lines around. It's a development league. You want to peak, cut in the first week or two. You want to peak as the season goes on, getting ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, you want to get everyone involved. It's a long season. It's cliche to say, but it's a marathon and not a sprint.
They score a giveaway by the Osprey, picked up by number 18. That's Michael Canning. Canning made a nice little move on Cleary, and they've scored with 8 minutes gone this second period of play to take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah.
Defense gave up the puck. You can't give up the puck in front of that.
No, that's
good played in by Canning.
Yeah.
Nice move. Curry with no chance on it.
That happens sometimes. There are breakdowns in the game at all times. So now what it's about here now is they respond. They always say the first shift after a goal is always the most important shift for both teams, right? You want to, for Central now, they don't want to give up that momentum. But Tripen, they want to come back with a big shift and get the puck low, and if they can get a chance, great. If they can just kind of get the puck moving a bit and get their mojo going back here now. So like I said, this shift now will be an important one.
And the game is broken down to 5-minute segments or whatever, but Russell and his coaching staff, they want to get back in the game right away. And we look at young Roberts. He's one of the alternate players picked up. They're development players for later on down the road, but he's out playing a strong game here tonight. He wears number 5 for the Osprey, and it's nice to see a young man like him get an opportunity to play with the big boys, as Johnson with a chance to clear it out, but it's picked up by Roberts. He's in over the center ice area looking for some support. He's got Dawson out with him. Dawson is a goal scorer. Dawson and Johnson go to get a line change in. Roberts looking for some fresh legs. He battles hard in the corner, but picked up by the ice pack. Here comes Barrett. He gives it away, and back comes the Central team. The impact in over the line on the off wing. Looking for some support in front, and not there. But good speed, Matthew. Good switchovers, good changeovers.
Yep.
They do it in a hurry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can see that, like I said, the transition game there is it's absolutely there. I noticed when I first got here, I was counting the number of bodies on the Tripen bench. They seem to be playing a little bit. I think I only counted 3 lines. Looked like 9 forwards, 6 D. So that's lots of ice time. When you're playing 20-minute periods, I don't think anybody should complain about their ice time out here tonight. Everybody's going to get a chance to contribute. There's no other way to go about it, because you can't go down to 2 lines especially when you still got over half the game to play here now. So everybody's going to get involved, and it's going to be definitely a full team effort if they hope to get back and keep this one He's won a good game here. Oh,
Big save by Curry again to keep his team in it, some pushing and shoving in front. It's been a clean game so far, but both coaches too. Line changes in a hurry. Don't get tired, because if you're tired out there, you're going to make mistakes.
Yep.
Get your 30 seconds in, or whatever the time limit is. Get back, get fresh legs out, keep it going, and rotate through.
Absolutely, and again, at just what I said, especially when you're shorthanded, and but I mean Central knows that as well. They look like they got a few more bodies, but again, Brian Casey knows that as well. I mean, it's hard 30, 40 seconds off. Like, that's certain things about the game have changed over time, but that's one thing I don't think that has is like if you're really only going, if you're playing at your top level, you can only do it for 30 to 40, 45 seconds. After that, your body's going to start to break down, and you're going to have to start to get, look for a way to, to change up, get fresh legs out there, get your rest, and recoup to get back out there next time. Because once you get upwards of a minute or over a minute, you just can't sustain that same effort out there. So you can tell, these boys have been coached up. It's I don't think that's any a new message to them. And so far they seem to be doing a pretty good job of it.
Crosby behind net, looking for Crane in front, able to get it through, and the impact again, breakout. We're very lucky in this region, Matthew. We got the AAA team, this Tripen Osprey, a competitive, good team. We got the junior stars up the bay, play out of the Bay Arena. They were finalists last year. The midgets were finalists last year, and the senior CB stars back on track this year. And tomorrow night, we're back here tomorrow night, folks, at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And Sunday morning back live. If you want to come by. And Sunday morning is the game, because as Matthew and I are just talking, these kids travel. The Central team got to go back to Central. They got school the next day and everything. So the game's at 10 o'clock. And if you can't watch it on a David Sims production, drop by the arena here at Danny Cleary Harbour Race Community Centre. I think it's $6 to get in. Some great entertainment for $6. Absolutely. And if you got your boy with you got to buy the fries.
That's right. Like I said, if you got a little boy or a little girl like myself, that's the first bribery to get them up here. But yeah, I know it really is an incredible commitment. Like you said, the travel, obviously the geography of what Newfoundland is. When you're talking about obviously the Western coming across Central, I mean that's no short drive anywhere. It's another challenge. Oh, there's a big goal there.
Tip in front. Yep. Good play by the defenseman. That was Corbett. Just shot it for the net. And Osprey player in the right spot, right time, and that was right out. We got a 2-2 game.
Yeah, no, it doesn't always have to be pretty thing. Pucks on net sometimes. You get traffic, take the goalie's eyes away. Get a stick on the puck, and you never know. So it's never a bad thing to put just to throw a puck on net, and you just out there then. They just tied the game up.
We're looking right now at the Osprey coming out with the young players again. They're led by Dawson. Dawson got the winner the other night in the shootout. It was an exciting game at the Bay Arena. Osprey were up 3-1. Growlers came back to tie at 3-3. We went through the overtime, 5 minutes. Teams tied. We went into penalty shots and extra penalty shots, and their Osprey won it. They're 2-2 against Growlers last year. Growlers beat them in game 6, I think, in the finals. So they're competitive, but it's for the long run. It's to get ready for March and April is what you want to do. Kept in right there now by the impact. Looking for the man in front. Curry with a nice save. Gives up the rebound. Opportunity for your Osprey to clear it out. There's the young man we just spoke about, Roberts. He's in with the big body Johnson. Gets it through. Dawson picks it up. He's got a nice shot. Looks good save by Coburn. Deflects it back into the corner. And impact looked to clear it up, or picked up in the center ice area by Harris. He's looking for some support. Finds Dawson on the right wing. Dawson goes down. He's got Roberts with him. Looking for some help. Defenseman make a line change. Out comes Nolan. He picks up the puck in the center ice area. 7:39 left to go in this second period of play. We're tied at 2-2. And the impact now looking to get back and straighten things up. Osprey had to come out for a line change. Offsides. Russell picks up the loose puck. He moves along the boards. He's got Barrett. Shows a nice little move back in the impact zone. He's bumped off the puck by Lambert. Good play by the defenseman. Played the body the whole way. Shot back in by War. He'll go for a line change. All new skaters come out. Here's Rourke looking to clear it up. Looking for the long lead pass, which is used a lot in senior hockey, but is used a lot in this league too, Matthew. The long pass, looking for the man through the center. It's a play in hockey now, and these coaches and these kids know it.
Yeah, it's, once they took that red line away, however many, I know that was a long time ago, but that really stretched the game out. You took away that, there's no more two-line pass. You can just use the ice to your advantage. And again, that's something that if you got a fast team, and sometimes if you can break, catch another team's defense kind of sleep at the wheel a little bit and get behind them. If you've got good puck-moving defensemen, they'll be able to find you there. So that's that's a play that has its merits for sure. And again, the teams that get the strong puck-moving defensemen and the forwards that know how to kind of get there and sneak behind them and maybe go a little bit undetected, and you might get a good chance out of it. But it's definitely something that's used quite often, and rightfully so.
And all these teams got fast players.
Yeah.
And they know how to utilize them. They're well coached to use that speed. And like you said, with the two-line pass out, as we look at Rourke coming in for the Osprey, he flicks it deep into the impact zone. Wall goes back to get it behind his own net. Osprey make line change in on the forecheck of the Osprey. Is cleared out by the impact. Back is the big defenseman. And here's one of the players that are going to play with Team Canada. That's Monk. He's out with Rourke. Looking to get it through to Rourke. Gives up the puck. Curry stands his ground. Rebound picked up by the impact. Golden opportunity for the central team. And they score. Mulrooney scores to give them a 3-2 lead. Another giveaway, Matthew. Had an opportunity to clear it out. And again, just in front of the net, the slot area.
Yeah.
And the impact full credit for it.
And this might be another effect I was just talking about, only having a short bench. It's easy. You get tired out there. You get tired, and that's when you make your mental mistakes. Mistakes that you probably wouldn't have made if you're maybe getting a little bit of extra rest out there. But that's it. I mean, the Osprey, that's the position they're in this game. There's, they're not going to get any more players before the game is over. So they're just going to have to find a way to battle through. But that was another example there. Guy just turned around and threw it on net. There was look from my angle here, like the goalie. There was a screen. I don't think he saw it until it was right on top of him. And again, it goes both ways. You throw the puck on net, good things can happen.
When you're tired, you become a puck watcher. You watch the puck when you're tired. You're not active. You're not doing the things you should do. So you're doing more watching than actually playing. Yeah. Right?
No, you're just, like I said, you're reasoning, your thoughts, everything it's just not as sharp as what it is. There's less. It can break it down to a science. There's less oxygen getting into your brain, so you're kind of more reacting. You're watching because you don't want to exert too much energy and be completely gassed out there. And again, that's when it's much easier to make mistakes when you're tired out there. As we mentioned a couple times here, it's a fast game. Everybody on the team, that's how the game is played more so nowadays, with speed. So when you go from that to, again, if you get stuck out on the ice sometimes, you can't get off for a change. You really got to try and take some deep breaths and settle it down, and hopefully get a whistle somehow, whether a goalie covers the puck or anything, just to get off the ice. I know the feeling of getting stuck out there when you're tired and feel like your legs are going to collapse from underneath you, and you just gotta find a way to get a whistle without taking a penalty. And it's not always easy, but again, it's just it's a part of the game.
Crosby take the draw for your Tripen Osprey to right a goaltender Colburn. Colburn has been solid for the Central Ice Pack. We're down to the last 5 minutes of this third period of play, and both coaches want something to happen in this 5 minutes as we break the game down. Certainly right now, the coaches for your Osprey want to get some pressure on some offense going, and also, so does Casey, but he wants to be responsible defensively as they have a 3-2 lead with 4:45 left to go. Here's Monk.
Absolutely. Casey, the last thing that he wants his team to do right now is give up a goal in these last 5 minutes. And on the flip side of that, that's the thing that Russell and they want to happen the most, because that could just completely change the momentum. You go into the dressing room now in the intermission. It would mean Tripen would be going in feeling pretty good about themselves. But if Central's able to hold on and keep their lead, obviously they're feeling much better about themselves as well. So this last 4 minutes is going to be pretty key here.
Crane showing some good offensive skills, trying to set up Crosby that time. Good defensive play by Colburn, the keeper. Crane comes back into the play and out again. Go to the ice pack. They look to shoot it in. It's high and over the net, but they'll get a line change. Long lead pass finds Dawson alone. He's in on the off wing. He's got some great skill for your Osprey, but shot back in, and here's that long lead pass. As we said before, that's Joey Green. Had an opportunity. Curry thinks he has the puck, but is loose in the corner. Teams battle along the boards. 3-2 to score with 3:40 left to go in the second period of play. Mulrooney at the point. Looks just to shoot things in. Broken up there by Osprey. They've got a 2-on-1 if they get to the puck. Russell's going for the net. He's open if they can get the puck to him, but again, the Impact breakout down the off wing, bumped off the play, but loose puck is picked up. The Impact, and Curry holds his ground, and he'll hold it for face-off with 3:19 left to go in his second period of play, Matthew. Some exciting hockey right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. And as we were just talking about, of course, the Tripen want to maybe try and get one, but the last thing they want to happen right now is to let up another one, because then you're down 2, going into your third, you start maybe overthinking it. Then you come out in the third, maybe you trying some things that just a little bit extra, trying maybe a little bit too much to get. And again, mistakes can happen when you're not playing in your comfort zone. So again, while they certainly would like to get one, they absolutely do not want to give one up here.
Exactly. Russell is in on the forecheck, picked up by the Impact. That's Adam Pinson. He finds a man in the center ice area. He's content to shoot it in. 2:54 left to go in his second period of play. 3-2 is the score from Central Impact over your hometown Tripen Osprey. For joining us late, Don Coombs with Matthew Toomey, one of the great hockey players in Newfoundland senior hockey, now giving back to the community, coaching young players here in the CBN region. Matthew, our senior CB's a lot more competitive this year. You've played with a lot of them. A lot of the boys are back. Have you had an opportunity to get up to the end of the games yet?
I haven't yet, but I'm actually planning to. Just the way the schedule worked out, they had a lot of games early in their season. I wasn't able to get up, but based off their schedule, I think their next home game is maybe next weekend or the weekend after. Anyways, whenever bit of a scrap here now, yep.
Players are into it over there. That's our first bit of a play that we saw like this. The officials right there. Referee takes out his notebook. They're writing things down. That's Lewis right now. He was held down by the Impact player. We're not sure what started it, Matthew, but certainly it's part of the game.
Yeah, usually it's only a matter of time before something like that happens.
That's
and usually
Ian
when
Wall
that happens
for
in the first game, you can be sure it's going to trickle over into games 2 and 3.
That's Ian Wall. Where's number 94 for the Impact, and number 27 is Lewis for Tripen Osprey. We'll see what the penalties are. I would say some roughing penalties there right now.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think that would constitute any major or anything like that. I mean, I don't know exactly what was happening down in the scrums there. I mean, but I can't see it being much more than roughing, maybe a misconduct, again, depending on what was going on, what was said down there. But looks like we got an extra one going in for the Osprey.
2:16 left to go. Looks like, as you said, the Central Impact are going to go on the power play here. We'll wait for the official thing to come on the clock, but a golden opportunity, if it is, for the Impact to score another one with 2:16 left. You don't want to be short-handed. The officials talking it over. And that's the first bit of physical stuff we saw this game, Matthew.
Yeah, it's been, on that side of the game, it's been pretty quiet. Not a whole lot after the whistles, like, a few little pushes and shoves, but that's definitely been the most bit of animosity, I guess, we've seen so far between these two. And looks like the Osprey got a big 2-minute penalty to kill off here now.
That's Dawson Johnson that got the extra penalty. He's a big body for this Tripen Osprey team. Great team player, and certainly he was in there. We'll see what it is, but right now it looks like a power play for the Central Impact, which Coach Russell didn't want for his team, but I'm sure Coach Casey will take it. Settle the puck down. You got 2 full minutes, boys. Take your time, settle it down. Let's create some chances.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, the Osprey, they just want to get. They want to keep it simple here on this kill. Get out of this, kill that penalty off, and go into the third, no more down than one. But of course, the Impact is trying to do the exact opposite. They want to get another one here to get their momentum going into the third.
Here's the Impact player. He's finding some skating room, moving in. They'll look to get things set up right now. Osprey just look to get possession of the puck, keep it to the outsides. 1:30 left to go into the penalty. 1:45 left to go in the second period. Your Central Impact in the dark jerseys, they lead your hometown Osprey in the white. Shot coming around the net that time was Adam Pinson, the offensive star for your Central Impact. He's the team captain. He's very good offensively, and they'll look for him. Again, they just move it in, give it to Pinson. Just looking to set some things up. Good defensive play by the Osprey, but they got to get possession of the puck. 1 minute exactly left to go in the penalty. Long shot. Curry gets a piece of it, puts it in the corner. All impact right now. Osprey not able to get to the puck at all. That's Pinson again, looking for the man in front. Deflects, big save by Curry off the deflection. Chance for the Osprey to clear it out, unable to get it through. That was Dawson. Quick shot. Curry will hold it for a face-off. 48 seconds left to go in period number 2. 32 seconds left to go in the penalty. Matthew?
Yeah, no, I mean, that was a pretty good kill. Right up until the D-man had a chance to get it out, and he gave it right up to their D. That's a puck. It's gotta get out there. And honestly, off of that was really the only grade A scoring chance I saw. That whole penalty kill. You know, the Osprey did a great job. Just kept everything outside. Kept it very simple. But you can see now what turnovers can do for you. And also, you really want to win those draws. You can see what a lost face-off can do too. Impact just got another chance.
Harnett with a big face-off win that time against Crosby. He'll off some seconds, and again, he wins the draw back to the point. Kept in by the impact. Over cross ice pass. Long shot by Green. Opportunity cleared out, but unable to get it through, and here it is. I think Curry got a piece of that, Matthew. Good save. Big save by Curry. 31 seconds left to go. You're back in your own zone. Going to try to bring out Crane now for some penalty kill. 15 seconds left to go in the penalty. Making the line change. They'll take off right out right now and bring in Crane. Crane is out with Crosby. Crosby to take the draw against Harnett again. Harnett after winning the last 2 draws on this power play in the Osprey zone.
Looks like they got that
Crosby
one there.
wins it.
So now they got to get the puck out here this time.
Crosby gets it out, clears it down, is in center, takes a good pass for Crane. He's unable to control it. Back come Brian Moore. He's got the man coming through the center ice area. That's Pinson in on the off wing with his head up. They still got some time with 10 seconds left to go in the second period of play. Hanning is in the corner, looking for the man in front. We got 3 seconds left to go, Matthew. And again, one last opportunity for your Central Impact. And a good second period of play, Matthew. The Central Impact full credit for the 3-2 lead right now. 2 defensive errors by your Tripen Osprey. I'm sure the coaches are going to speak to him. But if you're tired out there and you can't get rid of the puck or your puck watch, that stuff happens.
That happens. Oh, yeah, like I said, it's part of the game. And, you know, we're getting down. They got 40 minutes in here now, you know, towards the end of the second. So they'll go in now in this intermission. They know they've got to get those pucks out, right? That's a part of hockey that they've been hearing their entire lives. But they'll go in, they'll get their rest, and hopefully, you know, they don't want to make those mistakes there. And they should be able to use that kill now and turn that into a positive. Take a negative, and turn that into a positive. Just a big kill, and use that momentum. Hopefully, just come out pretty strong here at the beginning of the third period.
Don Coombs, Matthew Toomey. We'll be back shortly for the start of the third period of play, folks. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back to the start third period of play. Don Coombs, David Sims production here live at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre in Harbour Grace. This is AAA midget hockey and the best hockey in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. If you're joining us late, the Central Impact in the dark colours 3, your Tripen Osprey 2. Asking general manager of the team, Chris Crosby, between periods, about the players, the shorts. Some players, we all know how exciting number 4 is Jacob Kennedy. Jacob is not feeling well, and they're looking to get some more players in and doing some different things. There's players out there that want to get a game, so Chris said they're working on it. They need to get the roster up and complete it. They got one of the young players tonight with the development program, and he's played a great game tonight so far, Cameron Roberts. But full credit to both teams for an exciting hockey game. We had a little bit of a skirmish, and the officials got control of that shot down, and Colburn has no problem with that, and he'll hold it for a face-off. I want to thank Matthew Toomey. Matthew, one of the premier players in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. He captained the Seabees. He captained the Cornerbrook Royals. He won away to Yale. He played junior on the mainland. He came by. I want to thank him for giving us his knowledge of the game. We're talking about the short benches and how it's skill development and everything else. So thank you, Matthew, for coming along and sharing your expertise in hockey with us and to our viewers of David Sims production. I want to say thank you to all the viewers that are out there tonight that tune in each and every week. We're back again. It's a 3-game weekend, don't forget. We're back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock tomorrow night at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. And Saturday morning is a travel day for the Central Impact. They had to get back. They got to go to schools, different communities, and so on. And that game will be at 10 o'clock, so they'll get back in a decent hour and get some rest, as it's a long weekend with 3 games. Here's Crosby. They score on the deflection. They score with 47 seconds gone this third period of play. The Tripen Osprey get a quick one. I think Crosby took the shot, and I think Crane got his stick on it, deflected up high, so we've got a tie game, 3-3. Sort of like the early one. Face off in the center ice area is picked up by Crosby. He's the team captain. Just shoots it up. Back goes the defenseman, Barrett. Moves it up, finds the man on the wing. It's moving into Lambert. Lambert is looking for a man in front. Pinson takes a fall. On the fresh ice, here's Pinson in the slot. Looks for a shot up high and over the net. Back to the point to Green. Impact putting some pressure on right now. Dawson behind the net. Clears out, unable to get it out though as Green steps up, tries a long shot, deflected, loose puck picked up by the Impact player. He's got a man in front, back to Green again. He's got Ward at the point, gives it up to Pinson. Pinson cross ice pass. Crosby. Osprey cleared up. Impact on the line change. Osprey full line change, pass too far ahead. Loose puck is picked up into the Osprey zone. Back to Young. He hasn't seen a lot of ice time tonight. Big, strong player for your Osprey team. Johnson served the penalty. He's back on. Big body, plays hard, plays fair. And there's the young player we spoke about, Roberts, Cameron Roberts. He's shown 100% hustle at all times tonight. Shoots it in. And on the forward check is Johnson. Impact behind the net. Look to clear it out. Get control and clear it out. We've played 2 minutes and 31 seconds of period number 3. The score, if you're joining us late, is 3-3. Shot down. Looks like we're going to have an icing call. Face off to the right of goaltender Colburn. Draws one back to won't get the point. Then on the forecheck is Johnson again. Johnson pins his man against the boards, looking for some support. Got a man in front, and Roberts. Loose puck almost gets through. The Impact gain control, looking for the man in the center ice area. That's Mulrooney. Shot back in by your Osprey. They'll go for a full line change. Staying out on the forecheck is Barrett, looking for Sims down the wing. Sims moves it in, takes a shot, and Curry will take no chances, and he'll hold it for a face-off. Face-off going to be to the right of goaltender Curry. Harness is going to take the draw. He's going to take it against Crosby. 3-3 is the score with 16:30 left to go in this third period of play. Curry gets a piece of that, and he'll hold this one for a face-off. Again, it'll be Harnett against Crosby. Crosby trying to get his team in position right now. Loose puck is picked up by Sims. He tries a shot, blocked by the defenseman, and out comes Crane. Crane goes down the off wing, looking to step around Green. Makes a nice little move to get by Green. He's got Rideout going for the net. Again, Crane looks for Rideout in front and able to get it through. Impact with an opportunity to clear it out. Good forecheck by the Osprey. Cleared out of harm's way. That was Sims in the center ice area. Harris. Green again, just content to shoot it in. They'll go for a line change. Shot back deep in the zone to Strickland. Strickland moves it up. Center ice area. Harris bumps with his man. Gives Crosby time to come back and clear it. He shoots it out. He's got Crane down the right side. Crane unable to get to it. And we're going to have icing called with 15:33 left to go in the score. Tied game. 3-3 is the score. Pinson against Crosby. Pinson gets the draw. Crosby comes back in support. His defensive partner, Harris bumps his man along the boards. Continuing to move it is Lambert. Gets back, cross ice pass to War. War finds the man on the open side. Lambert's shot is low and wide. War keeps it in at the blue line. Takes a long shot up high and over. Rideout steps back, looks to play it ahead to Crane. Crane shows some good hustle. Icing is not going to be called here. Good hustle by Crane to force the Impact player to play it. Here comes War again, looking for the man through the center. Broken up there, and that's the Osprey player, Corbett. He gets in the center ice area, picked up by Hardy. Hardy over to his defensive partner and looking for the man in front. That's broken up by Dawson. Shot back in again. Curry lets it go around. Corbett finds some skating room in the center ice area. It's over to Roberts. Roberts shows some big hustle, continuing after the puck. And Pinson finds some skating room. He's taken down. Dawson steps up to the plate. Got the man in front. He's got Barrett. Barrett over to Roberts. Back to Russell. Russell, big save by the keeper, Colburn. Big save that time. Three is the score, 14-15 left to go in the third period of play. Don Coombs, David Simmons production. An exciting game of hockey. Remember, this is the second game of the weekend series. And the game tomorrow night is at 8 o'clock again here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. And the game on Sunday is 10 o'clock. It's a travel day. And I get joined again by Matthew Toomey. Matthew, thanks for coming back. I know you've got some parental duties to do here also tonight.
Yeah, I just had to do a check-in and make sure the little guy's doing all right. But it seems like he's found a buddy. They're running around, and he's having a good time. He's up much later tonight than his usual bedtime, so I'm going to let him enjoy it for a little bit more here.
Yeah, and Matthew was talking to Chris Crosby. He's the general manager of the Osprey team, and they're a bit short bench tonight, and they got that tournament coming up in Peterborough, and unfortunately they can't fill the roster. And as there's players in the province, and once you don't make the team, your local host team, you know, you're allowed to go to other teams. He's had some difficulty with it, so he said he's trying to get some more players. He's got, I think it's 2 of his forwards are playing back D tonight. Certainly not the structure that he wants as the season moves on.
Yeah, no, I guess it can certainly be a challenge, and I mean, good on Chris for for being active when it comes to that and doing doing what he can. Again, it can't be easy when you're short-bodied. I mentioned earlier, obviously it's tough on the players. Certainly got to be tough on those couple of forwards that are going back playing D. It's change of positions like that. It's never an easy thing. It's something you're not used to. But it's good that Chris is active as a GM in his role with the team. It shows his level of care and his commitment to it all. So I hope he's able to figure something out and that doesn't become too much of an issue down the road.
No, and the league is to showcase triple midget A hockey in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, and you want to give everybody a chance. So hopefully that all gets itself straightened away as we look at the Impact come back right now. And, I look around and see former players like yourself here. I also look down the side a little bit. I see a player well known to CB's hockey, and Craig Mercer is here in the building tonight. And he's certainly a proud father with Dawson just playing tremendously with the New Jersey Devils this year, and Raleigh getting an opportunity with the Montreal Canadiens and getting a look on, and I think 2 future players going to be stars in the NHL.
Yeah. Craig should obviously be, for many reasons, be a very proud dad. Obviously, what Dawson is doing is amazing, and then he's got, as you mentioned, Riley, who's there in the queue, and I believe this is his 3rd year now, so he broke in pretty. As a young kid and as a goalie, it's not easy to do. He also has got a daughter playing hockey in PEI, and I haven't seen her play in a while, but I remember watching her 2 or 3 years ago, and you could tell that she was going to do something with the game too. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure him and his wife, their whole family are very proud of all their kids, and it's great to see. It's great for the area too to have those to see these kids. It's like you get the younger kids now looking up to these guys, so it's awesome. It's awesome that Craig is here. I haven't had a chance to see him yet. I actually usually play a bit of rec hockey with Craig. There he is, and so maybe I'll try and track him down before the game is over, because I haven't been able to see him in a while.
And the thing is here, he's come out in support of minor hockey players. He's come out here and watched a AAA hockey player. He was a quality hockey player in his day himself. He was no slouch playing the senior hockey, and I believe he was close to winning the hurler, or may have won some hurlers, or he was off the post back in the heyday when the CBs went back in the 2nd generation, 95, and he was one of the stars in that league at the time, and that he would take his time out tonight. As I said, he's got 2 boys playing pro hockey, his daughter, one of the best, around, and he's here cheering on these AAA midget hockey players. Says a lot about his character and love of the game.
Absolutely, yeah, no, it's good to see. I remember as a kid going up to the old SW Moors, 9, 10 years old, and Craig was certainly one of the names I remember watching back then, and and then to get a chance to play a bit of, say, rec hockey with him the last few years, he still got it too. He hasn't he might not have the same wheels he had, but he certainly got the same head and the same set of hands. Oh, he's a very, very smart player, and he's just a great person. We talked about hockey and building character, and I mean, there's no better person that's a good example of that than Craig Mercer, that's for sure.
Osprey with some good chances that time. Colbert was started out off a crane. Colbert made a good save. The rebound came out, and again, Barrett had an opportunity that time, or Russell, and Colbert has held his team in it. We've got 9:55 played this 3rd period of play. 3-3 score. Full credit for the tie for both teams right now, Matthew.
Yeah, no, like I said, that I was off doing other things when the Osprey were able to tie it up 3-3. So it obviously changed the complete of how the 3rd period was going to be played. Then you're back all square, and it's been an exciting 3rd period.
Face-off going to come up to right of Colburn again. Harner's going to be taking a draw against Crosby. Fisher got his arm up. Should be for nothing too serious with it.
You said that the 6:03 was the
Here are the impact players. Look to clear it up the center ice area. It's Corbett. He moves it back in, forcing the Crosby. Puts it behind the net, looking for Crane. Again, impact with an opportunity to clear it out. We were down almost to the halfway point of this third period of play. Play is in the center ice area now. And on the forecheck is Crane. Crosby's on the other side looking for Harnett through the center. Gets it through to Harnett. He's got Party on the left wing. Harnett moves in, unable to get it through to Party. And your Tripen Osprey cleared up. And here's an opportunity for Corbett. He's in on the off wing. The big defenseman looks to put things on the net. Colburn has his trouble controlling it. Teams battle behind the net. It's right out in Crosby. Loose puck is picked up by Crane. Crane tries shot. Low wide hits the impact player in front. Loose puck, and again Crane comes in. Unable to get to the net. Corbett again at the point. Cross ice pass over to Nolan. Blocked by the impact. That'll give him a chance to make a few player changes. Nolan in on the wing. Had to clear the zone. Shot back in. Impact player with the puck. Looks to clear it off the boards. He looks for Kellaway up the center ice area. Good defensive play by Monk to break it up. And back come the impact players in with some speed. Tries a long shot. And that'll be held by Cleary. With 9:33 left to go in this third period of play. Some exciting action that time, Matthew.
Yeah, they had it going there for a while down in their end. But what I noticed about the impact on that play is they all collapsed slow. They all collapsed. They kind of made their area a little bit smaller, so they weren't running around. Got in lanes and blocked a few pucks there, and I would say that's from their coach Brian Casey. I know he was one of the best defensemen to come out of the province. Unfortunately, I was never able to watch him play, but I only heard all good things, and I'm sure that's something that he preached them. When you start to, things aren't going your way, instead of running around, just collapse, make the block, kind of make your box a bit smaller, get in front of lanes, and hopefully eventually you get the puck out, and then you can reset.
It's a positional game of a lot of plays.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of plays. It makes the game so much easier. You don't have to run all over the place.
You don't want it, sometimes you can certainly overplay the game at times. Just start running around, and what all you're doing is you're getting out of position, and then you're throwing other guys out of the position because they're like, gee, if you're over here, then that means someone's open, and then everyone just kind of gets a little bit out of whack. So, sometimes, especially in times like that, when you're under a bit of pressure, you just simplify the game, shrink the ice, get in lanes, make it hard to get for the other team to get pucks to the net, and eventually, you just get back to the way you're playing.
Here's an opportunity for Barrett after some pressure put on by the Central Impact. Pinson has logged a lot of ice time for his Impact team tonight. He's still out there. Picks up the loose puck, takes the shot. Good save by Curry, and he'll hold it for a face-off with 8:12 left to go in his third period of play. Yeah, both coaches passed along some good knowledge. Their practices are well organized and well done. And here I see a little Tooley going around here, right? He don't look tired, Matthew.
No. Yeah, he's like I said. Now that he's found a buddy here tonight, he's going to have those rosy red cheeks that he gets from his mother.
Sleep tonight.
He should sleep tonight. Yes, yeah. We'll see now when he gets home. He might have a bit of adrenaline still going yet, but no, it's good to see. It's again, I remember fond memories. We talking about down the SW Moors. I remember going around and just it was always just a highlight of my childhood, so it's great to see him start to kind of get.
And you don't forget stuff. And I noticed last year during the playoffs, Matthew, all the teams came, the local teams, and they supported the Osprey, and they come to see the CBs, and they go to see the junior stars up the Bay Arena. They get a chance, and they get to socialize, as you said earlier. They get to see some great hockey. Unfortunately, we got 3 competitive teams at high levels of their divisions in the province.
Yeah, we're lucky to be where we are. There's a lot of spots in Newfoundland where obviously if you're talking outside of St. John's metro area, where to come by some quality hockey is not an easy thing. And well, as you just mentioned, Don, we got the junior stars, the senior, and of course the Tripen AAA Osprey here, and it's good to it's good to see people out supporting it, and again, because if it ever went away, it'd be a sad thing. So we gotta enjoy these things while it lasts, because there's been times when we haven't had this many options around for a bit of entertainment on our weekends.
Well, one time was just Easter tournament.
That's right.
That was it, and because of dedication of good volunteers in every community, and we hope it continues that you've got this level, and you still got house league, you still got school, And you know, your school is down there at Harbour Collegiate right now. They got a team. I was down there last week for indoor soccer, and people making it all happen. So it's certainly nice to see.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. No, it's good. Like I said, it's something to do. And it's fun. It's like I said, it's good, entertaining hockey. You know, again, I'm going to try now that my son is more into it. It's going to make it a little bit easier to get out and come up and support it. And then next time there's a senior game, and I'm hoping to get up to now to a Stars game. I haven't been up to a junior game since I went up last year, and they had that heartbreaking Game 7 overtime loss on the penalty shot. And so anyways, I hope to get up to watch some of that at some point soon now as well.
And full credit to the Junior Stars. They've been competitive in that league forever, it seems. They're always competitive. Yep. Good products of the school, hockey around here and everything else. Good players, and another organization that's well done, well coached. Right now, the Impact have the pressure on the Osprey here right now, Matthew. And, you know, we've got 6:40 left to go in this third period of play. We're getting down there to 3-3 tie. And, you know, it's kept in by the Impact. I wonder that shortened bench for your Osprey is starting to catch up right now.
Yeah. You might start to see, you know, maybe just a couple lines going here now. Again, you know, when you're getting to this point of the game, yeah, you're tired, but your adrenaline's going to start to kick in here now because, I mean, it's not we're not at the point yet where it's, you know, a next goal wins type of a situation, but, you know, you're getting closer to that category, and you can feel it here, right? Everyone wants, you know, everyone likes to be the hero. Nobody wants to give up that other one right now, right? So, like you said, it seems like the Impact kind of got a little bit more jam to their game right now. But again, if the Osprey just keep it simple, keep them on the outside, and hopefully take advantage of a chance when they get it.
Here comes Crosby. He's in one-on-one. He almost gets it through. Good defensive play. Wall picks up the puck. He's in the center ice area, and again, Rideout will look to break it up. Osprey need a line change. Fresh legs coming out for your Impact right now. His shot is lower and just wide. Impact would put some pressure on Osprey. Crane is bumped the center ice area by Wall. Rideout is in on a forecheck. 5:20 left to go in this third period. It's tied 3-3. Don Cruz, Matthew Toomey on a David Sims production here at the Denny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. Looks like we're going to have a penalty call, Matthew.
Yeah, I don't think, like, you know, overhearing a few people in the crowd here, I don't think they liked it, but both refs put their hands up. Both of them had their hands up, so they both saw the same thing, so.
And you know what? It's been a relatively clean game. We've had a roughing penalty, and I think it's probably a power play or two for Impact. Right now, your Tripen Osprey are going to get a chance to go on the power play. Nothing better right now with 5:12 left to go in the third period of play. An opportunity to settle the team down, get it done. Looks like it's a timeout going to be called here right now also. So the coach wants to get his team. They know they got 5 minutes left. Golden opportunity here now on the power play.
That's the smart play there for sure. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that, you know, probably his top unit probably been out on the ice now for a while, and you know, to get a power play in the last 5 minutes of the game, you gotta make the most out of that opportunity. So you give your top guys a bit of a rest here, and go right at them. It's a good chance that the Osprey got coming up here.
Party War, Green, and Pinson going to be on the penalty kill for the Impact. It's going to be Crosby. He's leading in his charges out there. He's going to have Crane with him, of course, and they're going to be out with Dawson. That's the top line. We'll see who the coach puts on the D. He usually has the fourth forward on the D with him on the power play. So we'll wait and see what happens. But it's going to be Crane, Dawson, and Crosby out on the forward line, and the D is going to be yes, he's going to put Crane back at the defensive side.
Big draw coming up here too. Big draw.
Yep. Russell is great speed. Face off is left, one by the Impact. They take it and shoot it all the way down the ice. Curry will just play it, and he'll leave it for Crane behind net. Crane will look to set things up right now. 1:50 left to go in the penalty. 5 minutes exactly left to go in the third period of play. Crosby will look to move it down, gives it up to Crane. They had to get into the zone, get things set up. Crane shoots it in, hoping that Dawson gets into it. Impact pick it up along the boards. They look to shoot things out. Good forecheck by your Impact players, or back check. Picked up now by Crosby. He's cross-ice pass back to Crosby. He's the quarterback in this power play. Over to Harris, tries a shot low and wide. Crosby steps up, got Crane cross-ice pass, got Dawson in front. Again, Harris with the head up all the way, looking for deflection in front. They score! Good defensive play by Harris with the head up, Matthew. He was looking for deflection in front.
Yep. No, I think their second goal was, pretty similar. Just a throw a puck on the net and I think it looked like it hit something there and found a way into the back of the net. But they were moving around pretty good. Pretty simple. Not again. Sometimes the simple thing is the right play, and it certainly was in that instance.
44 seconds into the power play, timeout called by the coaches. 44 seconds later, your Tripen Osprey take a 4-3 score. And with 4:27 left to go, we're sure Casey got his players where to go. We can see the Osprey now staying a bit high, Matthew. They got defensive responsibility. I guess they'll have one on the forward check right now. The rest staying in the center or deep.
Yep. Yeah, they're probably going to, again, you want to protect your end right now, but at the same time, that can come back and, when you go completely.
Going to be a penalty call right back.
Now, yep. Sometimes when you rely too much on just, trying to just sit back too much, you get out of your game, you get out of your rhythm. And I'm not saying that was a direct reason for that penalty there then, but anyways, they're going to be shorthanded for the next at least 2 minutes or regardless, unless it could be shorter than that, but hopefully not for their sake.
Rourke going to be called for tripping behind the own net. The player from the impact got away from, put the stick out, and he came down. So right now a big face-off to the left of goaltender Curry. Taking the draw is going to be Dawson. He's going to go up against the star, one of the stars of this impact team, Pinson. He's the captain. Osprey with it, shoot it down the ice. 1:55 left to go in the penalty. 4-3 is the score. If you're joining us late, Don Coombs, Matthew Toomey, live here at the Denny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. It's AAA hockey. Back again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We're here again at the Denny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. Game 2 of this series, and Sunday morning at 3. Well, Rooney at the point trying to set things up for his team. Osprey with it, they get a touch, but they don't get control of it enough to get it out. Again, Curry holds his ground. Dawson drops, shot wide. Osprey got to get a chance to get their stick on the puck here, Matthew.
Yeah, no, they're looks like they're trying to do the same thing. They're just keeping the puck to the outside. I would say Central's probably going to try and get a shot here at the top. It's a pretty passive penalty kill going on right now. Not wanting to give up things through the middle. And that was off.
Got his office moorings, went back to Sims. Face-off will be in, I guess, the Tripen Osprey zone. The best of this is they get some player changes to get some fresh legs out.
Yeah.
For both teams right now.
Absolutely, you're almost exactly halfway through your power play and your penalty kills. So for sure, I think the Osprey for sure should want to get some fresh legs out there.
Crosby take the draw. He gives it up to the Impact. The Impact look to control the puck. It's back over. Walls at the open side. Green with the pass it off. Opportunity right now to clear it out. They get it up in the center ice area. We're down to 50 seconds left to go in the power play. Green will look to start things off in the center ice area, just look to settle things down, get in the offensive zone and make some things happen. Green's got Harnick going through the center and able to get it through. Gets it over on the wing. Moving in are the Impact players. Praying in on the forecheck. We're down to 2:30 left to go in the third period. 20 seconds left to go in this penalty. 4-3 to score for the Osprey, and here they come. The Impact, they got Lambert going through the center. Carried in by the player, Harnett. Lots of time on the clock. 9 seconds on the power play. Curry with a big save, and he'll hold it for a face-off with 7 seconds left to go in the power play. 2:11 left to go in the third period of play, Matthew. Opportunities that time, and
goalie's coming out here now for the Impact. They're going for going to take a 7 seconds for on a 6-on-4 timeout.
Big face-off right now. And Casey calling a timeout right now, which is a good move on his part. He wants to get everything straight.
Yep, same thing. A smart, veteran coach knows you got to get his top guys a little bit extra rest. Because now that we are getting into desperation time here now. 2 minutes left. And
the other night in the game too, the other night where it was 3-1, it was in the third period that the team, the Growlers came back. Yep. So I guess some lessons learned by the coaching staff to what we did the other night, what we have to improve on. So big face-off right here. I would assume there's going to be Crosby or Crane taking in a defensive role. That's 7 seconds. It's a long while on the clock with a 2-man advantage right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that, you know, again, another, you know, keeps sounding like a broken record, but these face-offs are going to be big here now. If the Tripen can win this draw and get this puck out, that basically kills it off. But you know, if the Impact are able to whip it back, I mean, 7 seconds is enough time to set something up here.
Crosby against Pinson. Crosby wins the draw, but it's back to Wall at the point. Wall over to Mulrooney. He looks for deflection in front. Opportunity right now. Nolan looking for the puck. Teams are back. Penalty is over, but the Impact have an extra man out with the goalie in the box for the man advantage right now. Here's Wall at the point looking for the man in front. Curry didn't see it, deflected wide. Osprey had to get control of the puck right now with 1:43 left to go in his third period of play. Nolan killing off valuable seconds. He's assisted by Crosby. Back to Mulrooney at the point. He shoots it back in again. First man to it is the Impact. They'll look to set things up. Good defensive play by the Impact to keep it in. Haken shot down the ice. Open net. Wall looks cross-ice pass again, picked up by Crosby. I think they're looking to shoot it down, Matthew, and just kill off some seconds right now.
Yeah, no, like I said, that all these seconds matter here now. So even just making the Impact kind of bring it back to their own end, you know, that's the Osprey's advantage here now. So they're going to try and keep pucks out of the middle of the ice here now. And
here's an opportunity. 55 seconds left, Matthew. In the center ice here is Crosby. He continues to kill off some seconds. You don't want to get caught now. They still got a man advantage with the keeper in. And out they break. It's Kellaway looking for the man through the center, but he was gone the other way. It was Party. Long shot down the ice. Loose puck, but Curry will hold it for a face-off with 35.4 seconds left to go in the third period of play.
Things can certainly change pretty quick here. You know, the Osprey look like they might have a chance to finish it off there, get the 2-goal lead back. And, you know, you missed the net, puck rims around, and I think a D might have been a little bit rushed to try and get the puck out. If he had a look, he had a lot of space there to get the puck out. He just turned and fired it right into an Impact player, and, you know, now they got the control of the puck in their zone again. Impact
with the pressure on right now. Or at the point, cross-ice pass to Green. Green takes a lot shot, and Curry will hold it with 18.5, and that's going to be a long 18.5, Matthew.
Yeah. Yeah, no, well, this is it here now. They got to, you know, it's either they're going to keep pushing and break through, or, you know, if the Osprey can get a draw, get the puck out. You know, the Impact have certainly owned the face-off shots here from what I've seen so far tonight.
Dawson and Pinson. Pinson's been very good on the face-offs tonight for the Impact. And Herner's going to stay in there now and do the draw, but a big face-off for Dawson.
If I'm the Osprey right now, I'm going in to just not lose it clean. You tie the centerman up. Maybe you don't win it, but you at least tie it up and make him not whip it back, because that's been hurting the Osprey here. And
Curry is down. Impact looking. 4 seconds left to go. They battle in the corner, and it looks like we're going to have a win for you. Hometown Tripen Osprey. And Matthew, a good game of hockey. Penalty killed. You know, it was a big thing there at the end. But right now, the power play, 44 seconds into the power play, the Osprey get the goal.
Yep.
And I think the defenseman with his head up, Harris, was looking for the deflection. He found it. Yep. So, folks, at the end of the game here in the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre, your Tripen Osprey defeat the Central Impact by a score of 4-3. An exciting game of hockey. And back again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. If you're not watching it on David Sims streaming it, please come by, see some great hockey. I want to thank Matthew Toomey, one of the premier players in the province, and I want to say thank you for your son for letting you do the last periods of play. Couldn't have done it without him.
No, it was good. I enjoyed that. That was good. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for dropping by.
I appreciate that, Don. It was a fun time. Absolutely.
Thanks, folks. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for having us over.